Start. Now start. Boom. What's up? Restoration Rebels. Andy McCabe here. It is another rousing round of the round table for September 1st, 2022. We're going to start off by reading the agreements, and then we're going to get down to business. I got some cool stuff to show you in Xactimate today. Here we go. Agreement number 1, I will protect the value of my services. I will never provide free services, as this only serves to erode the value of similar services industry-wide. Number 2, I will practice incredible transparency. I will explain the claims process in detail to my clients. I will not hide details, pricing details, or manipulate reports. I will not communicate with a third party without also communicating with my client. Don't violate the law, people. Number 3, I do not believe in competition. The restoration companies in my market are part of my community. I will be an active member of that community. It is our unbreakable unity that will create this change that we strive for. And number 4, I am willing to walk away from any project, client, or contract that is not compatible with my values and stated mission. No relationship is worth losing money, sleep, or my humanity. I'm here. What up? Mr. Roush, good to see you. Mr. Spears, good to see you as always. Have you guys seen the Actionable Insights profile in Xactimate? They just rolled out their beta, and since me and the Watley are on friend terms, we're on bro terms. I got into the closed beta. So I have the privilege of paying $161 a month to Actionable Insights to get access to this right now. But it looks to be pretty damn good. So for those of you who are not familiar with Xactimate, Xactimate has several profiles. Almost every carrier has their own profile that they force you to use if you're on their TPA program. And their rules include dumb shit like you can't change the pricing, you can't do all kinds of stuff. But the rules that Actionable Insights put together actually help you write a more complete estimate. So I'm just going to dive right into it. I've got Facebook page is open. So I'll see any comments over there. Let me open I'm just going to choose what type of estimate should I run this on? Let's do one that I've been beating to death for the last year and a half. This one started, that's not that old, but okay. Share screen. Share the whole damn thing. There it is. Here's a file I've been working for a while. As you can see here, the profiles are listed here. This one is not in the Actionable profile yet, so I'm just going to go over here and make a copy of it. And that is fine. And I'm going to go to Actionable and create. And where is it? There it is. And we're opening it. I'm going to actually stop sharing and reshare just that screen there. There. Okay. This funky little thing over here is called they're calling it a drawer. It's not opening. Why is a drawer not opening? There. Oh, what the F? Screen sharing is stopped. Okay. All right. That's fine. Fine. All right. Whatevs. I can get back in here. Okay. One more time. Oh, my Xactimate just closed out. It's gone. It's gone. Okay.
Xactimate's unhappy with you.
No, it didn't like what I was trying to do. Let's open that sucker back up. One of my estimators probably stole my license from me because they have actual work to do today.
How dare you show proprietary information you paid for?
I'm gonna pay for that shit, man.
Well, I'm sure Watley and team, because your relationship, they probably would like you sharing that because it's beneficial to the whole community and it spreads the word that it's available, or will be, excuse me.
It will be. So they're going to go live. They're hoping to go live at the end of October, I heard. Okay, let me open this drawer here. Okay, now we're going to try this one more time. I'm not in love with the spacing here, but it's all right. Come back here to Zoom and share. There we go. Okay. So ordinarily, when you finish an estimate and you go over here to complete, you can run the inspection report. Well, essentially what Actionable has done is they built in this inspection report to your regular windows, so it runs simultaneously. And let's just take a look. So this is an estimate I've written. Well, this is version 3 at least. It's probably 4 or 5 different versions. My good friends Joe and Zach wrote this up for me last year, but I'm still hacking away at this adjuster trying to get him to pay stuff. Okay, so let's talk about what is showing up here. Additional cost to, so these are all the things, 123 things that this Actionable Insights rule set came up with. Some of them may or may not apply. So let's just keep going down the road. Let's go here. Main level, bedroom 1. Where's that? Main level, bedroom 1. Let's just get in there to see what's in there. All right, I'm gonna have to mute somebody. Who's not muted? Who's on the phone? How dare you? Okay. So it says, when installing stain grade baseboards or base shoe millwork, it may be warranted to augment this item with the additional cost to pre-stain trim via the PNT Trim P line item to ensure adequate adhesion. Never heard of that in my entire life, and I love it. Okay, what does that mean? So pre-stain. Okay, let's come over here and see what we actually had. Stain and finish, seal and paint, stain and finish door slab, stain and finish bypass door, stain and finish, see flooring. Where's my base? Where's the base in this thing? I don't see base. Oh, there it is. Stain and finish baseboard. Okay, baseboard. Okay, interesting. Let's see. So this is live. I'm going to make this conflict or whatever it says go away by using, I'm going to just hit insert, come in here, because I think we will pre-stain this trim before we install it to ensure adequate adhesion and smooth application of stain. I love it. Actually, I'm gonna copy this. Oh, I can't copy that. Okay, whatever. But let's do here. Here we go. It even gives you what to type. Come on. PNT. Oh my goodness, I am all over the place today. PNT. TRIMP. Additional cost to pre-stain. I've never used that line item in my life. I'm going to use it forever now. Okay. So perimeter of floor, but we also have doors, right? Door openings, door window jam. We got 2 of those. So perimeter floor for my baseboard, plus 17, that's my doors. Window or door opening per side. Let's just take a guess as let's do another 12 linear foot. Okay. Boom. Now, look, this item's going to go away. It's almost going to go away. It's gone. See? Gone. Except for it came up again. Oh, no, it didn't. It's awesome. See how that works? And that's another, well, it's not a lot of money, but $82 additional to that room. I think that's great. Okay, who wanted in? Who's at the door? I just heard somebody at the door. Stop. All right. No one's at the door. Here we go. Mitch is here. Aileron is here. Okay. I'm going to keep going down. Let's see what all the things.
So what?
Go ahead.
I got a question here. So you go back to your screenshot there. My exact link's not running that profile. What do you? running a new profile of Xactimate or what's the deal?
Yes, I am.
Uh-huh.
So you don't have access to this profile because I'm cool.
Uh-huh. Sure. Sure. So what's the gig here? What's the turn on?
It seems to me that this Actionable Insight has like the Ask Amy AI program built into it automatically.
A little bit. I think
Is that
so.
what's going on?
So
So
Actionable
who's asking
Insights,
us to get this thing going, huh?
if you go to getinsights.org, you can sign up for one of their plans. That's a great platform to learn how to use Xactimate better.
So what platform is this? The beta?
This is the beta. So I'm part of the beta test group, test
Gotcha.
monkeys here for the next month and a half or so. They're hoping to go live with this into late October.
Okay.
But so I've had it installed all of 48 hours. So I'm just getting to play with it.
Gotcha.
So you guys get the benefit of watching me hammer away at this thing and figure it out. Some of this stuff is not going to apply, like corner blocks. Okay, most of the stuff we do doesn't have corner blocks. Now, if you have rounded drywall corners, you do need corner blocks. That's a great add.
This thing's calling out for it as you put up your report?
Yes, it's calling out for corner
Oh,
blocks.
sweet.
So this is
Like I
that
said,
baseboard
Andy,
may warrant corner block, right?
like I said, that the way it reads is a lot like how the Ask Amy AI program spits it out once it reviews your estimate. So it seems to me like it's just incorporated the program directly into Xactimate profile. So
And
it's going
runs
to
it
kick you out
live.
stuff. Yeah, it runs it live instead of having to upload the rough draft and then the final draft and all that.
Yep. So I'm going to bypass that and just say blah, blah, blah. Okay. And hide that one. Millwork may rounded corner concessions. I don't think there was well, maybe. Inclusion of labor around the corners. Outside rounded corners that would warrant the inclusion of additional labor for rounded corners.
So now you can bypass those right there.
I can just click it.
Gaia, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah.
I see that.
And so it's going to ask me to do this in every single room, which is not a bad idea. So what I'll do.
Already had that.
I'm wondering though, Andy, if it is actually the Ask Amy, because during the Versatech conference earlier this year, they said that they were going to allow us on every profile, every user can start making their own custom rule sets. So I wonder if Actionable Insights just on there and they've just pre-programmed all these rule sets in themselves. So in the future, you don't have to have this profile. You could just take a day or two and default set up these rules yourself for a carrier or contractor profile.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully these rule sets will be malleable. Let's see what some exotic stuff in here. LED compatible light fixtures may warrant LED bulbs. Okay, and let's look at what we had in bedroom 3.
And while you're doing that, Andy, I have a question. I see where it's showing a coverage section too. So when we're writing that, do we just go ahead and let the program dictate that, or is that something that we're going to have to remove as the contractor?
Coverage. Oh, I see. So they emulated the carrier profile versus the contractor profile. So if you're used to using a carrier or a contractor profile, this doesn't even come up, right? You don't see any coverage. You can't adjust coverage. You can't do anything. I would recommend getting used to this because, especially when you come in now, we're going off of the Actionable plugin right now, but coverages, I like to be able to put in for my code. Even if I don't know what those limits are, even if these are all zeros, I like to be able to call out items. This is code, that's other structures, this is dwelling, and things like that. So it helps the adjuster.
It's also really nice for water mitigations. Like if you have water mitigation and a mold remediation at the same time, instead of having to write
Uh-oh, there he goes again.
There he goes again.
Right, one single estimate,
It's
just make
Indiana.
one code
They only
called mitigation.
they only have one internet provider in Indiana, and it runs
Can
on
you hear me
squirrels.
now?
Yes.
You're going into robotic chop up mode again, Joseph.
There's a dead section of highway that between my house and my daughter's school that I hit every time we do this.
Oh yeah, they call
That's
that the
right.
stripper bar.
Yeah.
So I only will write in carrier mode. The only time I do contractors is for like a self-pay job.
Yes.
But it's
Yeah, I
really
always like carrier.
it's really great for mitigation because instead of writing a water and a mold estimate, you can write a single estimate, mark the things that are for the mold portion under the mold. And then a lot of insurance companies will accept that single estimate with the coverages separated out. So you don't have to sit there and be like, oh, I wrote the water, now I got to write the mold. And what do I delete? You just write your whole estimate. Like everybody should write under carrier, in my opinion.
Well, I guess I appreciate and I see the logic of all the coverages and for our file best practices, we should be filling out the stuff from the deck page, right?
Yes.
Just to make everybody's life easier, so we're all speaking the same language. But I just want to make sure that doesn't put me in a potential up a trap because it's assigning coverages. No, I'm not. The program's doing it.
Yeah, and you're just
by default, it'll just label it as dwelling, and that's it. It doesn't say dwelling coverage, it just says dwelling by default from the carrier profile.
Got it.
Yeah, and you can come in here and add, I think you can say, no, maybe not. I thought you could say this coverage is no OMP applied, but I guess you got to do that manually. So interesting stuff. Okay, let's come back in here.
Let's go back to it. Yeah, thanks for indulging me.
Yeah. I saw, so what did I see? So this pre-stain trim, I'm going to have to go through this entire estimate and put that in because I think it's warranted. Let's see what else, something exotic comes up here. It appears that you were installing mechanical HVAC runs, but have not included any nail plates via ELE nail plate. Nail plates are often warranted where said runs are subject to penetration from screws and nails.
Not warranted, required.
Exactly. Verify nail plates are warranted, blah, blah, and that the associated quantities are reasonably accurate. Reasonably accurate. Well, let's go to the bathroom. Interesting.
Yeah, where is that in the nail plates? I've never seen that line.
Well, it says right there, ELE NAILP.
Wow.
Yeah.
Of course, I just didn't look.
It's more of those specially trade code items that normally your subs take care of under a bulk price. And that's why people never can bill out HVC, electrical and plumbing to the right price because there are key things like that there that most people don't know to estimate for. It's just like fire caulking on electrical.
Well, I wonder if we have, I know we have a rewire. Here's a rewire. Let's see what's included in rewire. Excludes. Well, it doesn't specifically include nail plates.
No, it doesn't.
Well, let's talk about the HVAC.
Well, HVAC, where would it come in? It would come in if you've got a mechanical chase that you're putting drywall over, where that duct pass right behind the framing is, you got to put the plate.
Yeah.
Which, I understand, but I thought, maybe that would be included this entire time.
Oh, duct work. Okay, so this is for the fart fan. Okay.
Nail plates, fire caulking, and mechanical wool are not included in any line item. It's always a separate item. I know those three for sure. And a lot of people do not estimate for mechanical wool or if they need fire caulking.
I mean,
but I insulate with mineral wool, so I use rock wool, not exclusively, but pretty darn close to it.
Yeah,
well, that's a smart thing to do too.
Absolutely. And the pricing through the R class, the discounts you get, I mean, you could buy it off the shelf from Lowe's, and when you do the bulk discount, it's competitive to the price of fiberglass bat. But the nice thing is it has no paper and it's denser and it has a higher fire rating and it's sound reducing.
The fire rating is what I go for. That's why I like using it.
Yeah. And plus the bugs, it controls bugs very well.
Well, it's quick to install. You can actually cut it to fit.
Yep, and it's hydrophobic, and you
Yeah.
can compress it, and it doesn't lose its value. Sorry,
Right? It's just
I'm
beautiful.
shilling a little.
No, man, I like it because I mean it just enforces what I do, what I call out for.
Mm-hmm.
So I got nail plates there. I'm just going to put 4 in. And it's still calling out for the, I'm going to
So
put
is it
in.
nail plates just for the HVAC, not the electrical?
Well, he's working on HVAC so far. He hasn't got down to the electrical line.
Gotcha. Okay.
There we go. Okay, where did I put it? Oh, it went down there. Come back up here. A little bit anal where I put shit. It's got to be in order. Okay, so I just put that in. Okay. And that rule should disappear at this point. We'll wait for it to update. Nope, it didn't disappear. But I put your nail plate in there, buddy. Come on. All right, I'm going to bypass it. Okay. Interesting. What else do we got? Okay, here's something. Resetting a toilet may warrant replacing the angle stop valve. I do it every time. Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't
absolutely.
catch it on this one. Where is
angle stop valve and oh, let's see it warrant toilet tank. Yeah, so it gives you multiple options. Yeah, you're going to be doing the angle stop pretty much every time and the supply line.
It didn't. I put it in the wrong room. That's why I didn't delete this nail plate item. There we go. Let's do this here.
Are you recording this, bud?
Oh yeah, man. And we're
Don't
going
forget
live
the
to the
exclusion
Facebook group.
as well. For the after you do the shut off, you got to put in the exclusion ring.
What's that? Huh? Say that again.
Yeah, the escutcheon. Yeah, the escutcheons.
Is it
Have they finally got
escutcheon
the
or
escutcheons in
escutcheon?
there?
It's still under
Trim. How about that? The
it's
pretty
still
trim.
connected to it's still connected underneath the like sprinkler line items, but yeah, an escutcheon ring. Anytime I have any pipe go through a vanity box or a cabinet box or the pipe sticks out of the wall, I'm going to put an escutcheon ring on there.
Okay,
Yeah, that's something we need to let pricing know, because they only have it available for the fire, and that's not the right price. And I want them to be accurate on that material, because that I think the one that's allowed there, it's way off. Again, since we are promoting accurate estimating, accurate scoping.
Yeah, it's priced out for the around the sprinkler head.
Yeah.
All right.
But then again, I change the labor trade usually, and it helps
Pop
it a little
quiz.
bit.
Single sink bathroom with a toilet. How many angle stop valves?
3.
Yes, sir.
2 colds, 1 hot.
And let's see if it disappears over here. Gone. Yes. See, this is phenomenal. I don't know about you, but I just got goosebumps. This is going to change. This is going to flatten the learning curve when I bring on new estimators. This is going to be
on top
amazing.
of that, by having this tool, especially if some of the carriers adopt it, it's going to eliminate a lot of these arguments.
Yes. Yep.
No, it ain't. They're still. I mean, they're still going to say, "Oh no, you can just we don't owe for the new supply line. We'll just use material only or install only or something like. You can reuse it." Even if
their BS unqualified excuses. Sure, I will agree with you on that. But if you've got a level 1, level 2, level 3 guy that you escalate to talk to, and they know better, it's going to change the conversation.
I love the adjusters who are like, you can just reuse the old shutoff valves. You're out of your mind.
No.
And so you can see if it even has the website. So Actionable Insights has what's called their insight sheets, which breaks down different functions of estimating things in Xactimate. So it even gives you the address of that particular insight sheet right here, getinsights.org/insight-sheets. You can just see it. I wish I could copy and paste that. I wish I could drag and drop on that. That's going to be something I'm going to give back as feedback. I'd like to be able to copy and paste this whole thing. So toilet tank repair. Have you ever guys used this one? I have not, but I might start. When calculating the cost of detaching and reinstalling a toilet, it may be prudent to include the toilet tank's internal components via PLM, TLT, RK, as the washers and flanges tend to warp and dry out when the toilet is drained and relocated. Great point. Insiders are advised to verify the toilet tank's internal components are warranted to include prior to finalizing scope. I think that's great standard operating procedure to implement. Any toilet's been sitting empty, dry in a garage for months, you should
Or even in the
probably
bathroom with a DU running.
refurb that all the internals of that thing.
Absolutely. Well, especially because, depending on the house, that may have been an expensive toilet set, and it's kind of silly to throw it away for, 30, 40 parts and $30, $40 in parts plus your labor.
Yep. PLM TLTRK. Okay. And I want to add an attachment to that while I'm here. And I'm just going to copy that verbiage right now. It does. God damn it. See, you bastards. Yeah, we got to be able to copy and paste that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I got a good question for you. So
Yeah,
your
go
plug
ahead.
that you're putting in the 4-inch plug, are you adding any burden to that? 'Cause that's just material, right?
Plug, cement, adhesive, and installation labor. Nope. This
Oh, it
is
does have
all
labor.
in.
Okay. Okay.
All in.
That's interesting because it's not doing it now on the other profile, is it? I don't know. Type that in, PLM plug.
Well, they didn't change the price list. I mean, they didn't change the descriptions in the price list that I know of.
Okay.
So you're not running a custom price list. You're not running custom items. So these are all off the shelf. These are all, no matter what profile you're in, that's going to read the same. What else we got here? Oh yeah, I never touched on this. LED compatible light fixture. Okay, where's that at? Let's main level walk-in closet.
Anytime you do any light fixture, you should be including either the twist fluorescent light bulb or the LED light bulbs or whatever
Yeah,
light bulbs.
that's a
Like that
commonly
should be a
missed item.
default.
Hey, note
Where
to
you going?
self, Joe and Zach, when you're reading this on or watching this on replay. Note to self. I didn't write this one. Somebody else did. Okay, so what line item is that? Oh God, there's a lot. LITBLL. That's okay. Okay. Those are not getting any cheaper, are they?
No, they're not.
Smokes.
And you can go to Home Depot and Lowe's and look at it right now
Yeah, I bet you could.
and update that price and components immediately.
Where? Is there a shortcut to do that?
You just no, you can't shortcut it. I mean, that when you're building this, maybe if you're doing multiple screens like you fancy people, instead of switching tabs, you go and pull that up.
Okay.
And then you get the price and you can put that in the notes, quote, this is where we're sourcing it from.
Yep, I always update my price and then put like a website link to the Home Depot or Lowe's.
Yep.
And that way, because if you ever do a website hyperlink as an F9 note and send the PDF over to anybody, it activates that my note and they can click on it immediately and go to the website link and validate it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how I embed my company cam and my Matterports.
Ooh, I don't have permission to access claim experience. Okay, whatever.
I'm sure you know somebody that can fix that.
Okay, so I've got to go through and add all my bulbs. All right. That's a good catch. I mean, especially at $10 a pop, that's going to add some money. Okay, what else we got in here that's exotic? Resetting toilet may replacing. Okay.
There's the supply line.
The fact that it doesn't have option, might want to put on a shut off or a supply cap or a plug in the drain plug is shocking.
Dryer may warrant appliance power cord.
Yep.
When replacing an electric dryer, it may be warranted to include an appliance power cord. Most dryers don't, but
every time you buy a brand new dryer, it does not come with a cord. You have to provide it separately. So
really,
if you're doing reset, you might have to, you'll have it, but under a new one, because everyone has 3 or 4 plugs. So But yeah, no, you never include those on the new ones.
Yeah, and those run about 25 to 35 bucks depending where you source them and how many prongs it has.
Yeah, those are not getting any cheaper.
And then labor.
All right, I'm going to go to my kitchen
Then
because
the age of
the
the
same
house.
thing applies to the garbage disposal. Here it says, when
Yep.
replacing garbage disposal, insiders advise that a grounded appliance power cord via APPPC may be warranted, and it probably is.
That's the same with the dryer.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
That's also the same with PLM DW.
Dishwasher.
Well, no, DWC, dishwasher connector. The actual connection hose
Yep.
from the dishwasher to the sink itself is separate from the line item, because the line is only to actually install the physical part of it into the box, into the hole. Like, it doesn't include the connection.
Well, and then did you know about disposal that most of them are supposed to have a vacuum break by code?
I didn't know that.
Yep. That is plumbing code.
I have never added for a side spray attachment. I'll tell you that right now.
I have.
Look at that.
That's my faucet plus. High grade is if it has the spray attachment built into it or not. Standard is
Okay.
it's separate. But I mean, yeah, another one is, I mean, how many times do people charge to install a sink and they don't charge for the drain assembly?
Mhm.
Right.
Like that's one people miss. Like I said, the PLM DWC for the connector to hook the plumber, because the dishwasher is, you have an electrician hook it up and put it in place, but you have to have a plumber come out as well. So you have a separate line item for that side of it.
I'm
And
not
a lot
even
of people
seeing,
don't.
oh, there's my sink faucet. I was like, where's my sink faucet? They put it in the wrong section. Let's bring that sucker down. Okay. All right, so underneath my sink faucet, let's do the spray attachment. So PLM FAUS, spray attachment side pull. God damn, I love this. Another 51 bucks. Okay.
Right? That takes like all your brain thought out of there, doesn't it?
It really does. It
Go to
really
that
does.
baseboard stain grade one. Or yeah. Right
Let's see
down
what it says
there.
about floor calculation. Main entry foyer. Let's see what's in there. Entry foyer. Flooring. Okay. We got sheet goods in there. What's this say? We're going to use replace and remove. Huh. Okay. So if I put in FLR RMV, that rule goes away. This is going to change everything. This is pretty damn cool.
Did you give us more money for removal?
Is it
The only
more,
way it'd be
no,
better is if you just have to push a button.
how it's calculated. I wonder, so what's the floor?
It should be
I don't know
based on
why. I don't know why it cares, because it's the same exact square footage.
Right?
Well, because replace has waste. Remove doesn't.
Right?
No, but it was like this. It was an F. It was F, 127.66 square foot. But
It's
for
just
some
it's just the
reason-
way, because it separates it out to be, because whenever you do the floor underscore RVM or whatever for the removal,
RME.
that'll generate the RPL for the replacement side, whereas the F is just pure straight that fact. So it just automatically defaults to the removal side of it to that for clarification. And you do that for vinyls and for carpets.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and I could see the benefit of that is when we're doing the demo part of the removal for the mitt, we don't have to go back. If we're doing one giant monster, we could just separate them out, right? Because it's done here for us.
God, this is awesome. All right, what else we got? Ooh, let's get into, what's this say? Conduit. Oh, so this is running up to the vent. It says use flex. Okay. I'll take that under consideration. Installing wiring runs may warrant nail plate. Okay, nail plates again. Okay, what's it say about skylights?
Step flashing.
Often warranted additional flashing via RFG to complete the installation correctly. Okay. Cool.
You know,
And then ice and water shield. Make sure I'm getting my calculations correct. I probably overkilled it on this one, but
well, and also with most of your skylights, if it's whether it's curb mount or deck mount, you should have ice and water shield at that penetration.
yeah. Where's my ice and water shield? There it is. Yeah, I've got 1,100 square foot of ice and water. I think I'm good.
So here's what I see. It's
I got a
calling.
quick question. I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, I'm seeing it's assigning it to building ordinance and law, but in this situation, does it? It really should fall under coverage A. I guess that's an internal interpretation. Just let the software do its thing.
No. The software didn't do that. I did that
Okay.
because we were at policy limits and I needed to find some coverage. So
You're opening up more coverage. Got it.
Yeah. This
I got a
particular
question for you guys.
policy,
since
this
we were talking
particular
about-
policy, I read the policy. Initially, the adjuster was offering 10% of coverage A, and I read the policy, and the policy was revised for Oregon, saying it was 100% of coverage
Oh.
A. So I found her $299,000 of coverage that no one was going to give her. So that's why I did
Nice.
building ordinance and law.
So she could actually get her house actually rebuilt the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, she was severely underinsured.
I hate that. All right. What were you going to ask, Joseph?
So we were talking about ice and water. Okay, so obviously we all know it's ice and water comes in 3-foot wide sections. So you do 3P plus 3 val or whatever your calculation needs to be at. But you need a if you're doing like your reference box. But I have a question for you guys. Do you guys use IWS minus, which is no waste included since you're already calculating for it with the 3P, or do you guys just use the regular line item? Does that make sense?
No material waste included. Why would you use that?
You know, that's a really good question. It's something because, like, you guys know, I use the exact scope on roofs, and sometimes, and I'll just make my day quicker. And every time you use exact scope, it gives you the calculation for it is correct still, but it gives you the no waste factor included line item instead of the regular line item. And it's been something I've been thought to ask everybody, but I had forgot about it.
The only thing I'd see where minus may be valid is in a repair situation, because your waste should be minimal because you're just using a section. You should have calculated you're probably doing strips or whatever. That's where I'd see. Funny thing for me is down where we are, high temp is going to be mine most of the time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because it just melt off.
Well, and then also if you've got a spray foam roof deck, for example, if you're not using high temp and say you've got a metal roof on the other side, the heat is going to be so much. A regular ice and water barrier is going to cook and blister and fail within 2 years.
Okay.
That's why they've developed a high temp.
Okay. Here's one I really like. I saw this yesterday. The air pressure test.
Yep, that's required. Otherwise, they won't green tag you.
Exactly. Every plumber has to do that in order to get to pass. And that's a separate function. It's not included in the replumb.
Ooh, look at that. Temporary fencing, hand washing station.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
And for anybody asking, if you rent a porta potty and they have a little built-in sink in there, that is still a porta potty with a hand wash station. You can charge both the line items because they cost more than a normal basic little porta potty.
Nice.
Okay, so they're in. I don't know.
That's in my experience.
I don't know if you guys have seen Surety. I want to get Watley on the horn and interview him about this.
Is that a performance bond?
No, it's they handle the mortgage. So instead of the mortgage company going to the lost drafts department, Surety handles it.
Oh, so it's, in theory, you can get your money faster. Yeah, pay the fee.
Well, shit, yeah. I don't know what the fee is, but
Well,
Yeah.
put it in here. Put surety fund. Let's see what it kicks out.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's go up here. Let's go general conditions. What's it say? Fee AGP.
AGP.
Oh, it's just permits.
Okay. So you have to contact surety.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Okay. But
That's cool though.
in this one, yeah, I gotta hook them up because this one, the insurance company paid 222, but this is going to be every bit of 550. So there's another check coming, but the mortgage company is still holding on to the majority of that 222, and I don't
Yeah,
want them to get
because
another
they
check.
have to do their field inspections. And well,
Yeah.
and here's the other thing. When you're doing those field inspections, there's a fee from the mortgage company for them to send somebody out to look at your stuff.
Yes,
That's
there
a
is.
job cost.
Yes, there is. And it picks up a zero quantity. Where's the zero quantity at? Doesn't tell me. Does it tell me where
That
it
fee
is?
you just
No, it's not that one.
PIA fee at the bottom.
No, the quantity is one.
Oh,
Yeah, it says quantity or unit price of zero. Oh, I see. Well, there's a ton of stuff. I mean, anyway, okay. I got to figure that out. I'll play with this. Duplicate dumpster with roofing removal. A separate dumpster item, which included exists in the estimate. It's recommended that you remove this separate dumpster item or change the roofing item to one that does not include hauling off the removed material. Oh, all right. Well, I'm just going to bypass that because I've got other reasons I put dumpsters in there. Labor minimums tab review. Okay. Oh, it knows that I have not visited the labor minimums tab yet. Please visit. All right. I'll do that. Let me go over here.
so on the labor minimums,
Oh, shit.
I'm going to guess this job is big enough that you really don't need labor minimums. Is that
Yeah.
accurate?
Yeah. And I need to set up my, preferences so labor minimums are automatically turned off. Labor minimums, in my experience, are just not worth the fight.
No.
I never have labor minimums because I'm changing all the trades throughout the estimate all the time to like, the flooring guys doing the shoe mold and different things to the point where I never have any labor minimums.
This is awesome. This is
I
awesome.
wish
All
it'd
right,
tell you where that zero quantity was.
Yeah, it should.
So I just got through my dead zone. Have we moved past all the different trades yet and looked at like what it says for like general line items or general condition, indirect items and stuff like that yet?
I think that's where we're at here is the lower. Well, let's go up. Let's go up. Okay, this is by estimate. Let's just.
Like, I wonder if it says anything about like needing a labor supervisor on there or.
It does.
Trash.
It does.
Does it say anything about like trash bags? Like you didn't include trash bags and you have removal items on here?
It doesn't say trash bags, but here's your supervision. The number of hours
invoiced. That's a big one for a lot of people is like, unless you're doing WTR or HMR line items, trash bags are not included at all in any line item. So
right,
people are losing out tons of money because they're not charging for the trash bags.
Yeah, it's 12 cents a bag.
Yeah, this is going to add a lot. So my only gripe so far is I can't copy and paste this language, and as soon as I put a line item in, I lose this here. So for now, until they fix it, I'm probably going to end up putting in a note that says, I'm going to copy whatever I want over here and put in that note, and then put in that line item it's asking for, and then attach that note to that line item. Because they've got some good language in here. Typically, superintendent costs via should range between 1% and 5% of the grand total. It's great language to use in there.
And that's just for the superintendent. That's not your project manager on the inside. Superintendent's in the field, project manager's in the office.
Exactly.
and then
So this is how, I
documentation.
mean, you can see right here how I break that out. It's the same
Right.
line item. It's still super R, but I change the description to differentiate between supervision and project management.
Right.
And I use that calculator. That's the other thing that no one has built into Xactimate yet, is how to calculate that. But you all have my spreadsheet, right? I hope you do.
Yes, I think you've sent it out.
No, email it to
I'm
me.
really shocked
Let me
that
see
there's
it.
not like a. I'm really
Mitch
shocked
needs
that
it,
there's not
Andy.
a button where
Okay.
it will. I'm shocked that there's not like a button on there where you can say, it says like you need to add this here, and you can just click it and it would just automatically input the line items for you with the notes attached to it. Like a
Right.
simple automation script like that, there shouldn't be hard where we just insert, all these items into the estimate, make them bold, and then you can go through and review the bolded items and remove what you don't need. Or they'll be at 0 quantities or something. Like, I'm surprised they don't have it set up like that yet.
Dude, this tool makes internal auditing just
Mitch, what's your email?
M Stringer at teamdr.com.
Singer,
Stringer like in stair stringer?
Springer.
No,
Stringer.
no. ST like in
ST.
stair stringer.
There you are. There you are. And this is the super calculator.
So yeah, man, this thing is pretty damn cool. When do they roll?
Can I, Andy, can I get it a copy as well?
Yeah, what's that? What's your email?
Thank you.
What
Eliran,
was
Eliran.
LEI?
No, Eli.
ELI. There you are.
Yeah, that's mine.
Okay, I'm gonna go find it. Where is it? Where is it?
Thanks.
Where is it? I've got it somewhere. Where did I put it?
Yeah, this is gonna change the. Oh yeah, I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
and well, and here's the downside. I have to pay $81 a month per Xactimate subscription. All right, so
Right.
if I don't think I'm getting that kind of value out of it, this is going to be, you're locking yourself into another software subscription into
it becomes a
perpetuity.
part of your company overhead.
So I'm just very careful when I do that, because I've probably got $4,000 a month worth of software shit that I have to pay for.
Well, like I said, one thing I would check out, Andy, is I would hit up, with how many accounts you have and everything, like hit up Xactimate and see if the scripting and stuff that they're doing in this year, if that's going to be available to the carrier. Because like I said, that's what they were talking about at Versic conference this year, was allowing us to do this. And I wonder if they're just letting Actionable Insight kind of roll it out themselves and try it out for them. And since most people don't have time to set up all these rules, people will be willing to buy these and set these pre-designed profiles instead of taking the time to set it up themselves.
Right.
Most people don't even know how to do a custom price list. That's why they pay people to do it, so.
I did hear that Actionable Insights was working on some new stuff. This must have been it, huh?
Yeah, this is it.
Got it.
Where is this? Where am I hiding this at?
Sit right there.
Well, here's a version. Okay, forms, spreadsheets. Okay, forms, spreadsheets. You guys are seeing all my shit here. Forms. Wait. Oh, for crying out loud. Forms, spreadsheets.
Yeah, there should be no secrets in this industry, especially between contractors.
No,
I
I think, we're just all better off when we share this type of stuff,
Yeah,
and best
I think so.
practices.
I think that get everybody on the same page, then you don't have to worry about, well, those guys do the same thing. Those guys do the same thing. I just went through a huge debate with State Farm.
Well,
We're
the
not
old
doing that
excuse
on
is you're the only one that charges me for that, or you're the only my
Right.
guy doesn't charge for that, or my guy doesn't
I've
do
heard
that.
that crap.
That's
Well, yeah.
bullshit.
It does. Because I was one of your guys. I know.
Listen to this bull.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a nice copy of the PSP program contractor rules you know, for State Farm.
Well, and also now that we have a tool like this, yeah, their game guy may not use a tool like this. And so, yeah, he doesn't know any better. He doesn't have time, or he's trapped within your guidelines, not being able to charge for it.
Correct.
He should.
Yeah, he
Well,
would.
like I said, what sucks the most is even though all these rules are perfect and valid and they are justifiable, we all know that there's going to be a ton of adjusters that still say, I don't care, I'm still not paying for it. And that's
Yep.
what sucks the most is even when you lead the horse to water, you can't make them drink it.
So
Well,
how you
and-
get around that fight?
And that's where I guess if we're writing our scope sheet and we're doing our contract the right way, we don't turn in the exactment sheet with all the line items priced out. We turn it as a scope sheet with hours and what we're doing. And we have a fixed price contract. And they just see the bottom line number. And then there you go.
And that's something
Treat
I
it just
do
like
too.
you're a modeler
I-
that never dealt with insurance.
I
Yeah.
will never,
Act as if.
even when I send it over to the insurance, I never send rough or final draft over. I send scope over because it only has the calculations on it and the final price. Because that's all I send over to my adjusters or my clients and everything, because it doesn't matter just because I had to use line item blah 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 to get the price up, doesn't mean that I still don't that money's not something else. It's just that's how the program's kind of designed at times. And it gets so annoying trying to argue pennies and nickels on different line items. Here's how many square feet. Here's how much linear feet of tape we're going to use. This is the final price, done, over with. Like you can see that I'm
Right.
using the default price list. It gets you around a lot of arguments if you are submitting the scope version instead of the final draft version.
Because if they're arguing about price, they're arguing about your contract. And well, they don't have much say.
Right. 100%. 100%.
So this, how much more are they asking a month for this one particular subscription? You know?
81.
$81,
Shoot, just on that one right there, a couple of changes got that $81.
right?
Yeah,
And
that's
look-
true.
And
That's
after you
true.
do the
I'm-
first note for a line item, you can do the macro. You just save it as a macro note, so you don't have to worry about it again. And after about 6 months or a year, hopefully you've gained enough experience that you can actually phase out having to use it at all because you're already remembering all this stuff. And you can just drop it down a couple, instead of having every single account have it, you only need it on 1 or 2 accounts.
Well,
like
that's the
to-
thing. You can't just do it on one license. You got to do it on all your existing licenses.
So you couldn't pull it through as an ESX loaded in and scrub your other guys' stuff?
What do you mean? What? Say that again.
So
Like
you use one license so you could scrub your estimates from other guys. They send you an ESX, you load it in and then scrub it, and send it back.
Or
no, I
you
couldn't.
engage somebody like Andy that has it and he does an audit. That's
Right,
what you're saying, right, Mitch?
That's
No,
that's definitely because that's what that's essentially what I'm doing is I'm just using Xactimate. Let's just close this out.
Yeah, literally, you guys if you got an office that has 10 or let's say 6 estimators, and one's the senior estimator overseeing everybody else, maybe that only that one person needs to have this profile and they can scrub through it. You don't have to have
that's
it on
what I'm
every single
asking,
one.
'cause
No,
that's my job here.
no, I
That's
don't
what-
think. I think Actionable and Exactor have it locked down. You can't do that because I asked. I didn't. I just wanted to try it, but I have I had to combine all my. I had 2 different instances in Exactware, and I had to combine them into one. And mainly it's
So it's per instance of Xactimate, not per user of Xactimate.
well, it's per instance. Yes. But anyway, I went round and round, and at the end of the day, I had to combine them, and then I had to pay for 2.
So when's this available?
October. Let's see here. Getinsights.org.
Put in the line item for like Matterport and see if it gives you a good note for Matterports.
That's 3D scan, fee scan or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see here. What's membership
yeah.
resources? No. Where they're hiding it now? They're hiding. I guess yeah. I don't know how I found it. but I had to buy the Pro plan. So I
There's
had to
too
buy
much on the
2 Pro
inside.
plans.
So, but then again, the pro plans, the
So
argument,
this is what you're looking for, the actionable Xactimate profile with all actionable macros. So macros. Ooh, is those macros preloaded?
that's what it's saying.
Let's see. Come back here. Might as well open that sucker. I actually, you know what? I don't want to mess this one up any more than I already have. I'm gonna just
Yeah,
open
open a different one, but I want to see.
up. Yeah, I mean,
If
this
that's
one,
the case, I'm going to bump up my membership.
yeah, I mean, if it comes with a macros preloaded, that's kind of a winner for me, actually.
Well, pull up your demo. You'll have a
Let's
demo.
open. I'm just gonna
Duplicate one.
Yeah, I'll duplicate one.
I'm
Come
not
on.
trying to be that guy when I ask this, but I have to ask it. If they have a profile where all the macros are saved, which are our F9 note macros, can't you just open up and go to export and export all F9 notes and be able to have like them shared between other Xactimates
Probably.
on your account?
Probably. I'm gonna go here.
But you've already paid the fee for the macros, so you know.
Yeah, but you pay one time instead and then instead of having to for one account instead of paying it like.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it's
know,
not
that
getting
sounds like I'm
updated all
sounding
the
bad,
time.
like, that's true. And I feel bad asking that question because I know like, I don't want to take money away from them, but
Well, but you know, Watley and team, they're constantly updating those macros as they get more information.
yeah.
So that's what you're paying the fee for, to have the most current one.
I mean, and also, I mean, I will say this here. I've heard a lot of people lately talk about it and all, and I just want to go on the record to say, you cannot have enough F9 notes in your estimate. There's no such thing as being too wordy and all. People, I hear them say it all the time. My adjuster friend said, I love F9 notes because it means I don't have to call you up and ask you for justification on something. Put F9 notes in your estimates.
There you go.
No, these are not preloaded. These are all mine.
They're not. Those are yours.
Those are all mine. Wait, shared. Now these are all actionable.
Yeah, they
Okay.
say AI.
These are all actionable. Okay, all these AI.
Download those and send them to me today.
Hey,
Watley
You ain't
cut
supposed
you
to say
off.
that out loud,
did you
David.
forget that this is going live? This is being recorded.
They know we're
I
kidding.
did. Well, yes and no.
That's why, I mean, I think it's smarter to make it where it's per Xactimate instance, because you might have 5 users on one instance, so you charge per instance, and all. It's not a big deal to be shared across them. If they're trying to charge per user, then yeah, they're gonna have a lot of people being like, oh,
this
done
doesn't
and shared.
feel like a complete list to me, though.
So is that something to go back and ask them?
Yeah, I need some clarification on what
Yeah.
what the
I'd like to
macros
know.
mean.
Before I spend the money.
Well, so Andy, you know what? This is going to be good. This tool is letting some of the PA world know about this as well, besides as contractors.
Right.
Correct or incorrect?
Yep. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's very self-serving for me because I offer services, Xactimate estimating services to PAs. So I absolutely want them to know this is available. And on top of
We're gonna
that,
have the claim delegate, the CD profile that has all this option in, is what I need
well,
to know.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to work the Actionable Insights logo and branding into my cover letter, and say that
Credibility.
this for exactly adding credibility. Hey, this was scrubbed by Actual Insights.
Correct. That's why I was
thing.
going to join.
It's just like us having the AIMC for our Matterport scanning. It's the credibility.
Yeah, I don't know that. I think I have to download. I have to download member resources. No. Where are they keeping the macros? Where are they hiding the macros? They're somewhere.
Membership
Yeah, I thought Actionable
resources.
Insight, when you get the permission, you still have to go down and download each macro itself one by one. There's not like
You might have
mass
to
download.
you might have to download the macros individually, but
Yeah, because they usually pay, you have to fee depending on the macro.
Data transfer, maybe? No. Because these are not. All right.
Yeah.
That's a question, big question mark. Because it said right here, where's the plans? Where did it say the plans? Where was that?
Membership plans.
There.
There you go.
Yeah. Actual
I thought the membership just gave you access to all the macros.
with all
No,
actual macros.
but you still have
Yep.
to go macro by macro to download it and then import it into the estimate. So like if there's 500, there's 500 downloads you got to do real
Oh,
quick.
and we can join in on this beta access, or we apply for it. All right, I see.
On your actual profile, you can apply for it.
Just saw that. Yep.
Right here.
Where's that?
You guys want me to pause here so you can write that URL down?
Yeah, it's a value.getinsights.org.
That's cool.
But I think the beta is closed. I think the beta is officially closed, but they still have an application up. So
It doesn't hurt.
who knows? And I think
They can
that's
say no.
Watley's. I think that's Watley's car.
Oh, his Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he can't charge it right now. He's in California. Duh.
Right? That's what you get. Remember that next time you vote.
Oh my God, those people.
Yeah, I'm curious about the macros here. Preferences, calculations. Oh, wait, no. Okay, you can change the okay, I'm gonna play with this the rest of the day. We're 6 minutes over.
Hey, thanks, guys. Look great.
So, yeah, you're welcome, Mitch.
Appreciate Sure.
I think that's we were all about actionable today.
Well, and I think this is a game changer, and it's going to help a lot of us out a lot, and ultimately it's going to help the client.
This could be a huge training tool for new estimators. There's just no doubt. And well worth, as far as that goes, that's well worth the price of admission. Just to have that crutch.
Just new estimators. I mean, even all of us, we're all seasoned pros, and we're always like, oh yeah, nail plates and stuff. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Benefit.
Because houses are so complex. There's literally in some houses millions of items in a building,
Yep.
and you
Yeah,
can't
nobody
keep
is a
track of them.
master of anything.
That's pretty cool. Thank you for sharing that, Andy. Really.
Mhm. Absolutely. So we'll see you
Thank
guys
you a
next
lot.
week. And we'll see you in the group. And be good.
Thanks, Andy. That was great.
You're very welcome. All right, we'll see you guys.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.